Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa ba'd. Welcome back to lesson number 13 for the Madinah Book 1 Arabic program presented by Formal Islamic Studies for All.com, which I changed to Wali-Uddin.com. Now the website is focused on providing a summary of all the work I'm doing and some of the services that I can provide to the community, inshallah. Today we're lesson 13, Ad-Dars Al-Thalith Ashara, page 68 to page 81, and it's going to be, inshallah, broken down into two lessons, or two parts. It's kind of extreme in the sense that there's a part that's dealing with the masculine, and there's a part that's dealing with the feminine. I think that's what it is. Yes. And so it's a very long lesson, and these lessons, starting from lesson 10, become very comprehensive. It's important. It actually condenses lesson number 10, number 11. They condense number 10 especially is like a review lesson for the previous lessons, which contains a lot of rules from lesson 1 through 10. And after the lesson, starting with lesson 11, I'll start getting into some new stuff. So pay particular attention. Don't get frustrated because of the amount. It's too fast. You can always go back and look at the videos again. You can look at the slides. You can download the slides self. The thing is, it just takes a while to get this. Don't feel frustrated. It took me years, and I'm still learning. So let's go ahead. At the top, we have at the page. Let me just go next. We have, you see an alif, Hamza, at the top here, represents part A of lesson 13. On the left, you see a bunch of males over here on this side. One's in the throat, ranging in size from tall, short, medium. So kind of pay attention to some of the conversation here. And I'm going to read first, and then we'll translate it. If the translation should be in the key. All right, so let's go. Man ha'ula'il fityatul tuwalu ya'li hum tulabun jududun min ayna hum min Amerika ahum zumala'uka na'am hum zumala'i hum fil fasli ahum mujtahiduna na'am hum mujtahiduna ma asma'uhum. All right, now again, this particular book, it doesn't have all the harakat, makes it a little more difficult sometimes, so I'm reading this on the fly actually. Now here we have man ha'ula'il fityatu fityatu tiwalu ya Ali. Who are these young men, these tall young men, O Ali? Fityatu is going to be a word we call in Arabic shabab, or young men. Fityatu, and so this would be the plural of young men. All right. Hum tulabun jududun. They are new students. Min ayna hum, where are they from? Hum min Amerika, they are from America. Ahum zumala'uka, are they your companions or your classmates? Naam, hum zumala'i, hum fil fasli. Yes, they're my classmates and they're in my class. Ahum mujtahiduna, are they hardworking students? Naam, hum mujtahiduna. Yes, they are. Yes, they are hardworking students. ما أسماؤهم, what are their names? All right, now let's look at some of the rules that goes along in here. We have men who, we have now, we're dealing with the plural. Remember before we had the pointing nouns and we had hada and hadihi. Those are for singular pointing nouns. Now we have a new one here, and that is haula'i. All right, and this represents these. All right, and then I'm just trying to keep this cursor and the arrows so you can see it easily. So we have a fityatu. This is going to be the plural of fatah. Remember, we have a fatat for a young girl, fatah for the boy, and here now we have fityatu for the plural. All right, for boys or young men, not boys, young men. Shabab is the word that you'll hear a lot in the Arabs use instead of fatah or fitya. Then we have a plural adjective, and notice here, I'm going to go back here now, that I'm just going to put 2 lines under this, okay, because now we have al-fityatu being what is called mawsuf. All right, we have the sifa or mawsuf, the adjective and what is being described called mawsuf. In this case, the mawsuf is definite. It has alif lam, and it is plural. So if you, I don't know if we got to the rules of not, but basically on the rules of adjective, the adjective follows the mawsuf, what is being described. In gender, it follows it in definiteness and plural. And maybe one more I can't remember right off, but it follows it, the rules here in i'rab. Yes, that's the 4th one, i'rab. And what's that mean? We have indefiniteness. If the mawsuf is definite, then this sifa, the adjective, is going to be definite. So here, example, alif lam, then this will be alif lam. Then the next we have al-fityatu is plural and tiwalu is plural. Then al-fityatu here is in this case, this is it has a feminine sign, but it's one of those words that has a feminine but it has masculine, so it is masculine. So therefore tiwalu is masculine. All right, so since the mawsuf, what's being described is masculine, then the adjective will be masculine. Then the last thing is the sign. It has dhamma, so the dhamma will follow. And this is falls if you look under not. Not is another name for adjective, and it will have these rules. There's 4 basic rules on tiba, which is following. Okay, so those are the 4 rules in dealing with adjectives about their signs. Al-fityatu tiwalu means tall young men. Hum tullabun jududun. And here we have tullab is the plural for students, male students. Jududun is new, means new. Now, remember, we're looking at, now we have hum is plural. So because hum is the pronoun for meaning they, tullabun is plural. All right, and remember those 4 points, that the sifa and the mawsuf. In Arabic, most of the time, the adjectives will follow the noun that's being described. In this case, jududun, new, is here in the plural form and is following tulab, which is plural. All right, remember those four things that the adjective follows. First of all, indefiniteness. In this case, since we have tanween, this is an indefinite noun, so the adjective will be indefinite. It'll have the same sign. So we have tanween here, and we have tanween, indefinite. The second one is in plurality, singular plural. Tulab is a plural noun. Jududun is a plural noun as well, adjective. It's all right. So we have definiteness, it's indefinite, it's plural, and masculine. This is not tulab, is a masculine noun, and the adjective has jududun is masculine. And the fourth thing here, the fourth thing, I hope I remember here, we have it, the sign. I think I mentioned that before, the tanween. So we have, again, definiteness, indefiniteness. We have plural, masculine, and the i'rab, which is the last ending, is taken the same. All right, and again, you can look under not, the rules of not, if you want to review, okay? Or you can Google it and check it out. There's another rule I want to tell you about when you're dealing with adjectives, when we're dealing with something, human beings, and something that does not have an intellect. All right, so with adjectives that don't have that are non-human, all right, you must follow, when it comes to the plurals are going to be they must be in the the gender must be cooperative, meaning the same. So that means the gender for living things or humans, tulabun, jududun, has to match. All right. Now, when it comes to, if I'm talking about something about non-living objects, then you have a choice when you use the a choice with that. But most of the time, okay, so that means if you have a plural object, the plural object is referred to feminine. Okay, kutubu, like kitabun, is a masculine word. Kutubun, our books, is the plural form. Now, if I say kutubun jamilatun, I would say kutubun jamilatun. All right, then I would use the feminine form to describe the books. Jamilun. Instead of saying kutubun jamilun, I would say kutubun jamilatun. All right, that's not an important rule right now. Just thought I'd mention it. All right, you won't be tested on that, I think, here anyway. All right, we're dealing with plurals in this lesson. All right, and in Arabic we have the plurals. We call the sound jama mudhakkar salam, sound feminine plural, sound masculine plurals, and jama muannath salam, the sound feminine plurals. And then we have jamu taksir, the broken plurals. All right, and the broken plurals are what we're talking about right now. Jamu taksir. All right, and right in these two sentence example, broken plurals. What happens? This comes from the word talib. Okay, if I'm using a broken plural, meaning the verb changes. So in this case, I say tulabun instead of talib, tulabun. See, the broken plural, you notice a change. Now, If I use the other forms of the plurals as noun masculine plural, then I would say talibun, but that's not what we say. This word here, the plural is tulab. Now, if I take Muslim, right? Muslimun, Muslimun, Muslimatun. These are sound masculine plurals and sound feminine plural. Muslimun, sound masculine plurals. Muslimatun, sound feminine plurals. So you're gonna have like different types of plurals in Arabic as well. Hope I ain't rambling on. I think I am, so let's move on. And remember, you can always fast forward this if you find me getting overly commentative on some of this stuff here. Like I said, where are they from? Let me put back my thing here, the pointer. Where are they from is here. They are from America. Are they your classmates? Yes, they are my classmates. Or you could also translate this as colleagues. They're in my class. Are they hardworking students? Are they hardworking? Yes, they're hardworking. What are their names? All right, that was the asma'uhum, their names. Yasir wa Zakaria wa Musa wa Abdullah. These are names of his students, of his classmates, or his colleagues. ومن هؤلاء الرجال القصار. All right. So we're gonna say, who are these tall men? Short men. I'm sorry, Qasira. And who are these short men? And I guess they got Chinese dudes over here on the left. Okay, just double checked on some things, but alhamdulillah, some of this stuff is not. You just basically have to do some good revision here. I went over a lot of these rules in the keys. So what I'm going to start doing now is basically I'll explain some of these and let you we just deal with the translations to make this a little faster. Okay. Let's go. Hum hujjajun. They are pilgrims. Means they are here to make Hajj. They're in, this book is in Medina, remember? And normally when people come to make Hajj, they go to Medina, or either before Hajj or after Hajj. Min aynahum, where are they from? Ba'duhum min as-Sini wa ba'duhum min al-Yabani. Some of them are from China and some of them are from Japan. And then Aina Musa wa asdiqa'uhu, where is Musa and his friends? Dhahabu ila al-mat'am, they went to the restaurant. All right, let's go to the next page. Now we get to the Tamareen on page 69, right? So now we have حول المبتدأ في الكل من جمل الآتية إلى الجمع. Okay, we're gonna convert the mubtada in every following sentences to plural. So basically we're gonna change the subject. Mubtada is subject. I think I mentioned in the last lesson, Arabic sentences are broken down into two: verbal sentences and nominal sentences. If the sentence doesn't start with a verb, then it is called a nominal sentence or a noun sentence. All of these on this page are noun sentences. Why? Because they start with a noun, not a verb. هذا طالب, هذا تاجر, هذا حاج. Okay, so these are, and you see there's a period at the end, and this is the singular forms, right? So this means this is a student, this is a merchant, this is a haji, a person making hajj. Now we're using the singular forms. Now the mubtada is the subject. In noun sentences, the subject comes first. Hada, this. Then talibun, here, this is giving us the khabar, هذا طالب, in a sense here. So just know that the first part of the sentence is the mubtada. All right. So that's what we're talking about right now, is the beginning of the sentence, which is the subject, in the beginning of the sentence in the nominal sentence. هؤلاء طلاب. These are students, and they're male students. So take some time, look at this example, complete the rest. We'll do number one together. هؤلاء تجارون. هؤلاء تجارون. All right. So now you can pause this and then complete the rest. All right. I hope you paused it. Now, if you were listening to the video, we'll complete the rest of them. And I'll just put them up on the board here. All right. So we have number 2. هذا حاج. هؤلاء حجاج. هذا رجل. هؤلاء رجال. Alright. هذا كبير. هؤلاء كبار. هذا صغير. هؤلاء صغار. هذا قصير. هؤلاء قصار. هذا طويل. هؤلاء طوال. So those are the plurals that are used with the pointing noun of these students, these merchants, these pilgrims, these men, these books, these these are small. This could mean talking to some children, but these are small and these are short when you're talking to someone, and these are tall. So let me see. These are big. These are small. These are short. These are tall. Kibar is big. All right, next we have continue on. I'll give you the answer. And this should help you. One of the big advantages that I did when I did these books, I did the exercises and helps you with your writing as well. هذا ولد, this is a boy. هؤلاء أولاد, these are children. هؤلاء أبناء, هذا ابن, هذا ابن, هذا ابن, this is a son, and these are sons. هؤلاء أعمام, هذا عم, these are uncles. هؤلاء شيوخ, these are old men. Or you could say these are old men. You could say these are scholars, depending on the context. هذا شيخ, هذا عم. All right, then we have 12. هذا ضيف, this is a guest. هؤلاء ضيوف. 13. هذا زميل. هؤلاء زملاء. 14. هذا فقير, this is a poor. This is a poor, referring to maybe a poor person. هؤلاء فقراء, not okay. So here we have هؤلاء زملاء. هؤلاء فقراء. هؤلاء أغنياء. These are the plurals. Notice the different forms of plurals. You have to memorize these. All right. So we have these are colleagues. These are poor. These are rich. I'm referring to people. Yeah. Again, I said this is a pretty long lesson. It's dealing with these. I'm just going to give you the answers and just pronounce. If you have a problem with the meaning, you should be able to look those up for you. هذا صديق. هؤلاء أصدقاء. هذا طبيب. هؤلاء أطباء. هذا فتى. هذا فتى. هؤلاء فتية. هذا أخ. هؤلاء إخوة. Or you could say هؤلاء إخوان. The male, you could use either ikhwan or ikhwa. Ikhwatun, this is for brothers, the plural form of brothers. هذا جديد هؤلاء جدد هذا مدرس هؤلاء مدرسون. Now we're getting into the sound masculine plurals. Okay, the sound masculine plurals. Before we were dealing with the jamu taksir, which is the broken plurals. All right, هؤلاء مدرسون. Notice that now we have una at the end. هذا مهندسون هؤلاء مهندسون هذا فلاح هؤلاء فلاحون هذا مجتهد هؤلاء مجتهدون هذا مسلم هؤلاء مسلمون. All right, so now we have these translation. You can just understand by me reading the plural that this is going to be the singular form. These are friends. These are doctors, male doctors. Always talk about males. These are young men. These are brothers. These are new. These are teachers. These are engineers. These are farmers. These are hard workers or hardworking, and these are Muslims. All right. If you have any questions. All right, now we're gonna go to the page. Well, we just finished up page 70, and the plurals was 70. Now we're going to lesson Tamarin Thani, exercise 2. Like I said, this is like a long lesson, so I'm gonna break this up in like 2. حول المفردات التي تحتها قط إلى جموع كما هو موضح في المثال. All right, let's go there. We're going to convert the singular. We're going to convert the vocabularies, words, which are underlined in all of these sentences. So we're gonna to plural. We're gonna convert the singular singular vocabularies underlined in the sentences to plural, like in the example. All right, مثال. من هذا الرجل هو حاج. Who is this man? All right, let's go back to the show you the keys, not the keys, but the solutions manual. And I hope my solutions manual is still here. I opened it up earlier. What happened? I should have a solution. Here it is. All right, now we're getting into the solutions. Remember, we just did this, and all these are here for you. We just covered those, and I'm just showing you how you use the solution manual. And then it becomes now you start be able to just handle this on your own, pretty much. When you get stuck, then you just ask a question. All right, so here, change the underlined word to plural and reconstruct. And then new sentences. That's how they translated that one. All right, here's an example. من هذا الرجل هو حاج. من هؤلاء الرجال هم حجاج. So all we did, we changed 2 parts of this, هذا to هؤلاء and رجل to رجال. Then we changed the answer to plural, هو حاج to whom. A lot of work, but well worth the struggle, because if you can handle this means you're getting to you're gonna get a decent level of Arabic. This is like the nitty gritty, as they say, huh? All right, we're down to the nitty gritty of grammar, and you probably didn't realize it while we were going along. You were probably more concerned about these tashkil not being where you can read them, but now you should be getting to start to understand, hey, you don't need the tashkil on a lot when you look at the context of the sentence. All right, getting long-winded again. So let's look at number 1. من أين هذا الطالب من أين هذا الطالب هو من الهند. Now I want to change I want to change this. Remember, if you're going to change the subject, you got to change this also. All right. These are not going to change, never change. They what we call mabniyun. All right. These never change. The type of words when you get into book 3 or book, they never change. Okay. Min aina. So here we have to change the pronoun, and then in this this particular sentence, that's all we have to change. All right, and it's going to look like this. All right, so we go here. I should have the answer there. Now the answer, since it was long, let me disregard those red. I basically put that in the sentence behind. This was kind of long, so what I did is I wrote the sentence and I put the answer. So you'll see, min aina ha'ula'i tulabu. Here we remember, because of alif lam, this we put the dhamma here. Hum min al-hindi. So we changed the hum. All right. Let's look at number 2. Aina tajiru al-kabiru. Tajiru al-kabiru. Huwa fil suq. So how do we change this? And remember, when it comes to question words like these are something called mabni. They will never change. Okay. They will never change. Where? So you don't have to worry about a sign on this one. All right, but you do have to worry for the worry about it for here. Tajiru, because of the alif lam. All right, so now we need to change this to masculine. I'm sorry, to plural, right? And we're gonna change this. So what would that be? Aina tujaru kibaru hum fisuki. And now I know I told you earlier you don't have to say these, but you should write these at the end, these signs at the end of each word, so you know, so now you can understand the i'rab. I'rab is the ending, very important. Aina al-mudarisu al-jadidu huwa 'inda al-mudiri. So here, where? Oh, okay. I didn't translate this. Where are the new student? Where are these? Where are these students from? They're from India. Where? Aina Tajaru Kibara. Where's the big merchants? Where are the big businessmen? You could say they are in the market. Hum fi suq. They're in the market. Suq is the word market. Aina Mudaris. Where is the teacher? The new teacher. He is in the. He's with the principal. Now, you would change this to. You know, one of the things I was doing to putting these slides together really quick, and you know, I catch mistakes, and it was in the i'rab here, because this is what mudaf and mudaf ilayh and al-mudiri. This should be kasra here, so I'll just stop to fix that. All right, now complete number 4 and 5. See how you do. Pause it and complete that. So here are the answers. Aina tulabu al-jududu ahum fil fasli. Where are the new students? Are they in the classroom? All right, then we have the second one, number 5. Ahaula'i tulabu aghniya'u. Are these new students rich? No, they are poor. Hum fuqara'u. Then complete 6 through 10. Again, you can use these videos. You can pause. So I'm not going to spend too much time left on here. Complete these. من هؤلاء الرجال هم ضيوف. Who are these men? They're guests. لي إخوة كبار هم طلاب بالجامعة. I have big brothers. They are students in the university. Number 7, أين أصدقاؤك أين أصدقاؤك ذهبوا إلى المكتب. Where are your friends? They went to the library. محمد له أبناء, and this is محمد له أبناء صغار هم طلاب في المدرسة. All right, Muhammad, he has sons, small sons, and they are students in the school. Now, Azumullah, are your colleagues hardworking? And I had put a meme here instead of a noon. Naam, yes. Hum mujtahiduna. Yes, they are hardworking. All right, that brings us now. Told you this was a long one. Now we're going to look at here. We're going to join the following nouns: adaf, adif, asma al-atiyah, the following nouns once to a plain noun, a clear noun, and the other to a pronoun, and reconstructing it like the example here. All right, let's look here. We're going to take example abna'un. We're going to make it idaf, mudaf, mudaf ilay. We're going to change the idafa. Remember idafa, mudaf, mudaf ilay. Then we're going to use a pronoun for the mudaf ilay. Okay? Abna'u Muhammadin. Abna'uhu. All right, so here we're going to use the program. So we'll look here. We have abna'un, we have sons. Then we have abna'u Muhammadin, Muhammad's son. And then abna'u hu, referring to Muhammad. This pronoun hu refers to Muhammad, his sons. And it is idaf, it's mudaf and mudaf. So it's showing you how we have the pronouns of mudaf are joined in an idafa construction to the nouns. All right, here we have example asma'un, nouns or names. Okay, we have names here. Then this would be asma'u tulabi, and then asma'uhum. All right, so here's the example. How we do this? Okay. Then we have zumula'u. Okay, zumula'u hamidin. Then we will have zumula'uka or zumula'uhu. Zumula'uhu, because we're referring to Hamid, his. So these are Hamid's colleagues. So it would be his colleagues. The names, the students' names, and then we would say their names. Asma'uhu, asma'uhum. Asdiqa'u, asdiqa'ul mudarrisin. Oh, I forgot to take that out. Don't worry about that. Just describe that. Asdiqa'ul mudarrisi. And then this is the teacher's friends, the friend of the teacher, right? Then asdiqa'uhu. All right. Then section 4, lesson number 4, we have, man, this is pretty long, mashallah. We have read and the examples, then change or convert the following sentences like it. All right, we're gonna look at the example. اقرأ مثال ثم حول الجملة حول الجملة الآتية مثله. All right, example. طالب ذهب إلى المطعم. Here we have, remember that sentence, a little longer here. Now we're going to change the plural. الطلاب ذهبوا إلى مطعم. Remember, Inshallah, you should have picked up on how we do the change the verbs. Watch how we change the verbs forms to correspond to the subject, plural and feminine. Talibu jalasa fil fasli. So if I say now I want to change the verb now is he sat. All right, jalasa in the classroom. The student sat in the classroom. Jalasa, past tense. He sat. So I'm gonna say I want to change this to at-tulabu jalasu fil fasli. At-tulabu jalasu fil fasli. So this would be the students sat in the classroom. All right, and so here I was gonna tell you, but we're gonna leave that alone. Jalasu, the verb, it can come here first, or usually we put it first. I would have said jalasu tulabu fi fasli. All right, but anyway, the example has it this way. Normally in writing we put the verb first, and then but it definitely here it has to correspond with the plurality of the verb. That's why they're doing that, because another rule, al-mudarrisu kharaja min al-madrasati. The teacher left from the school. Here we have the teachers, they left from the school. Tajiru dhahaba ila suq. The merchant or the businessman went to the suq. Atujaru dhahabu ila suq. The merchants or the businessman went to the suq. Then we have ikra waktub atulabu fi fasli. Students are in the classroom. Man haula'i al-awlad. Who are these children? Ahum abna'uka. Are they your children? La. Hum abna'u akhi. No, they are my brother's sons. Or the sons of my brother. Abna'u akhi. Man ha'ula'i al-nas. Who are these people? Hum hujajun min Turkiya. They are merchants from sorry to be a little confusing here, I'm just making sure. Number 5 here, min ha'ula'i rijalu hum duyufun. So you can read this. I'm going to read this. Who are these men? They're guests. Affalahuna fil hukuli wa abna'uhum fil madrasati. The farmers are in the field and their children are in the school. Aina tullabul judur. Ba'duhum fil fasli wa ba'duhum inda al-mudarrisi. Where are the new students? Some of them are in the classroom and some of them are with the teacher. A'mami tujarun kibarun. My uncles, this is number 7. I'm just reading the answers so we have your pronunciation. My uncles are big merchants. Number 9, tisa. Ha'ula'i ikhwati. These are my brothers. All right. Number 10, ashara. Aina abna'uka ya Ali? Hum fid dukan. Where are your sons? O Ali, they are in the shop. Atulabul kibaru fil mal'abi wa tulabu sigaru fil fasli. The big students, or you could say the older students, are in the playground, at the playground, and the small students or the younger students are in the classroom. Ha'ula'il fitratu ikhwatun. Abuhum imamu hadha al-masjidi. These young men our brothers. Their father is the imam of this masjid. هؤلاء رجال فلاحون من قريتي. These men are farmers from my village. Then we have أين طلاب الجدد أخرجوا نعم خرجوا وذهبوا إلى المكتبة. Where are the new students? Did they leave? نعم, yes, they left and they went to the library. Be patient, almost there. Number 15, 15 أهؤلاء الاتباع مسلمون. أهؤلاء الاتباع مسلمون. نعم هم مسلمون. Are these doctors Muslim? Yes, they're Muslim. لي أبناء صغار بعضهم في المدرسة الابتدائية وبعضهم في المدرسة المتوسطة. I have small sons. Some of them are in the elementary school and some of them are in middle school. And then that brings us to the last exercise, number 6. I'm gonna have to take a break after this one too. This is a little rough on us, huh? Yes, so inshallah, we'll go back to the slide. Like I said, I'm reading and writing is different. So read and write, it gives you some practice, okay? Number 6, اكتب جمع الكلمات الآتية. Read, write the plurals of the following words, okay? كبير, here. So I gave you here all the answers. I just wrote them in a small table. كبار مسلمون رجال أبناء ضيوف فتية حجاج إخوة. And then I wrote إخوان down at the bottom so you can see the connection. Oh, I think I wrote an arrow there. No, I didn't. You get إخوة or أخون. The plural can be إخوة or it can be إخوان. You can use either one. صغار طوال أغنياء فقراء. So these are the plurals. You just have to memorize them. And then we have kalimatul jadidatu, the new words. Al-haqlu, field, the field. The plural jama' is hukulun, fields. An-nasu, the people, the village. Al-qaryatu, al-dayfu, the guest. Al-shaykhu. A sheikh is a term, okay? You have to look at the context of how it's being used. Sheikh, fulan. Sheikh can mean teacher. Sheikh can mean old man, person retired or an old man. And sheikh can mean scholar, okay? So many of us in America, shuyukh is the plural of this. And so many of us get mixed up in this word. Sometimes we'll say sheikh and get twisted, you know? So it depends on the context of how it's being used, and so you have to keep that in mind. Al-mat'am, al-mat'amu is the restaurant. Al-madrasatu al-ibtidaiyatu, the elementary school. That's what that is. Okay. Lesson 13, part A. Lesson 13, part A, and stops. This lesson stopped, this part stopped on page 73. We still have a few pages left, and I'm gonna hold off and do that a little later because it's really long. All right. If you have any questions, you can contact me through the address, the email. Subhanaka wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.